Hey guys, what's up? It's Maciek here, and the second video lesson I'm doing especially for you. And the only thing I ask in return is to
hit the subscribe button and hit the like button.
really want you to do that. Yes, thank you so much. So that was just a little improvised introduction, and the subject I want to cover today is warm-up exercises. So this is something I get asked really often after concerts, and people say, how did you develop your technique? How do you warm up? How much time do you spend practicing? And this all varies depending on my schedule. There are days when I'm traveling, when I have concerts, and there's really no time for a proper practice routine. But I do have a set of warm-up exercises that I do daily, regardless of the fact if I can practice for hours that day or if I only have half an hour slot where I can practice. It's something I will also use as warm-up before concerts, and it's just something that helps me stay in shape even if I have limited practice time. So I want to show you these exercises, things I'm doing, and divide them into three groups. So the first group is going to be a chromatic warm-up exercises. The second one is going to be warm-up exercises based on scales, and the third one will be arpeggios. So let's get to the first group and let's talk about chromatic warm-up exercises. So the most basic and simple exercise that I do, it's this chromatic exercise where you play just the notes chromatically. You play F, F sharp, G, G sharp. We're on the E6 string, and then I just repeat that. On the strings below. And once I get to the bottom string, I move it forward one fret and go up. And then move forward again. And so forth. And I do this exercise using a metronome. Actually, I really want to stress that you use a metronome or a drum machine every time you practice, and then tap your foot as well to the metronome to develop a strong sense of time. It's really important. So please use a metronome and as a reference point. So I have a metronome here. It's called Tempo. It's the app that I use. I don't have any affiliation with the company, just like the app. So I'm gonna fire off my Tempo metronome at 50 BPM. I always practice keeping the BPM low, and then you can subdivide the note obviously as you like. So I usually keep it at 40 or 50 BPM. So this is 50 BPM. So I hope you can hear that. So that's 50 BPM, and I'm going to do the exercise at a slow tempo. Can be done at an even slower tempo. Or we can increase the tempo as well. We can also start at a slower tempo and then get gradually faster. Or we change the tempo during the exercise as well, which is another really good thing to do. So you got this tempo. Okay, and then when I get here, I do the same thing but on reverse. So I usually kind of arrive to the 11th or 12th fret or the 13th, and then it would go back just playing the same thing but in reverse. So I would probably do that going up and backwards, say 4 times. And then I have the alternative version of this exercise, which is swapping finger position. It's something I think I saw years ago at the Guitar Player magazine article. I think it was an exercise by Steve Vai, possibly. It was like years ago, and I've been doing this exercise ever since. So basically, what you do is you play on the first group of notes, it's just chromatic. But then on the second string, you start from your second finger. So on the second string, second string from the top, so that'll be your A string. You start on using your second finger, and then we start using the third finger, and then we use our fourth finger. So I'll show it slowly to you. And then you carry on with the cycle. So there are 4 different ways of playing this chromatic exercise. So first one, starting on the first finger, starting on the second finger, your third finger, and the fourth finger. And then you just repeat that. And we do the same thing as we did in the previous one. So we shift our hand, but we don't stop the cycle. So after I get to the end of the cycle here, I restart with just the first finger, second finger, and then we start here. I'm putting everything anyway in the tab below in the description. You can find the tabs for this, so if you didn't get it now, have a look in the tabs and hopefully together you'll be able to understand. So just show you a quick example of this exercise with the metronome at 50 BPM. And once I get to the end, to the 11th fret, then there are 2 ways you can go back. You can either just go back using the basic chromatic way, or just doing the exercise again, but sort of in reverse. and so forth. I also do these exercises horizontally, not only vertically. So both exercises you can also play on one string. So you cover each string. The metronome. To the 12th fret and back. And you repeat the same thing on the second string. Or you do the exercise where we swap finger position using the same pattern. So starting on the first finger, then second finger, third finger, fourth finger. And here, for coming back, I'll probably just use the chromatic way. Second string. Okay, so you do that up until the sixth string, and then you can go backwards down. So that should take some time. I want to show you another chromatic exercise that I do. It's called the spider. It's something I saw John Petrucci do or teach in one of his lessons, also probably for the Guitar Player magazine. That was like really long time ago, and something I've been doing ever since as well. So his exercise was to play. So we play the first finger is on the F note on the sixth string, then second finger on the E note on the D string, third finger on the B flat note on the third string, and then the fourth finger is on the A flat on the first string. So there's some string skipping here as well. So that's an exercise for the right hand as well. And then on the way back, first finger on the F again, second finger on A, third finger on F, and fourth finger on A flat. And then you shift that chromatically. To the 12th fret again, and then doing it backwards. So we start on the first string, I'll show it to you without the metronome. So we start here, we have fourth finger on G, third finger on A, second finger on E flat, first finger on F, and then fourth finger on G, third finger on E, second finger on A flat, and first finger on E. So we do this sort of figure. Metronome. There is also a more complex version of the exercise where you do a bit more string skipping. So instead of going string number 6, number 4, number 3, number 1, we go using the same notes. We go string number 6, string number 3. So that's the movement. So we go F to B flat on the first string, then we go to string number 1, A flat, to E on the fourth string. So instead of going together slowly. Faster. Also a way of going back. So we swapping everything backwards. So we go from G on the first string, then G to E flat on the fourth string, to E on the sixth string, then to A on the third string. And then we go G on the sixth string, A flat on the first string, E on the first string, and to E on the fourth string. I also do another two variations of this exercise actually. I do it just by playing the strings which are next to each other. So I just go. So just go from E flat on the fourth string, A on the G string, D on the B string, and A flat on the first string. Then go to F on the first string, D flat on the second string, B flat on the G string, and G flat on the fourth string. And then with the metronome, let's move it up the fretboard. So going backwards, we have G, D flat, A flat, D, F, A, C, E. And then we do that same thing on the next group of strings, and so forth, and then from the sixth string, and then we go back down. You see all the way up the fretboard. So that's another thing that you can practice. So we already have a lot of things, so that should easily be around half an hour of warm-up, chromatic warm-up exercises. I also do another version of this exercise, which is just grouping the strings in three. And another really important thing I want to stress out is also the way we pick and the way we the direction of the pick. So when I'm playing this exercise, I pick down, 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 up, 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 down, 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 up, 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 down. is something I learned from the great Aldi Meola, actually. There's lots of videos of him showing his picking exercise where he's picking up, up, down, up, up, down, up, up, down, or down, down, up, down, down, up. And that's going to apply to the next exercise. But I also use that when there are groups of 4 notes, 4 strings. So I also play up, 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 down, or down, 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 up. So in this exercise we'll have down, 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 up, 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 down. I also use this exercise with groups of 3 strings, so that's where the picking exercise also comes in handy. So I just play so down, down, up, 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 down, 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 up, 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 down. Ta 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 kita ta kita 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 ta 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 ta. So we're sort of subdividing here one beat into 6, so sort of 6 8 ta 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 ta, or 3 4, depending the way you want to look at it. 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. I usually subdivide it in 6. 2 groups of 3. 1 beat. So you can slow the metronome down if you have to do that. Doing it in 3. And then the same thing, so I go all the way up. All the groups of 3 strings. 1 2 3, 2 3 4, 3 4 5. 4 5 6, all the way up and backwards. And then I do the same thing. So as you see, I've used fingers 1 2 and 3, and I do the same thing using fingers 2 3 and 4, because we should really stress start using our pinky, because I know a lot of guitar players, they don't really spend enough time on developing the pinky, which comes in really handy and playing many things. So I would recommend doing the same exercise again, doing it with fingers 2, 3, and 4. And so forth. Let's recap what we've learned today. So we have several chromatic warm-up exercises, horizontal and vertical. First exercise. And then we move it chromatically. Then the version with finger swapping. Then the version on 1 string. Finger swapping, same thing. And we do it on all the strings, up and backwards. Then we had the spider exercise. Backwards. Then we had the more complex version with string skipping. Then we had a bit simpler version with strings next to each other, which is also the picking exercise. Down, 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 up, 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 down. And then we had the version with 3 strings, groups of 3 strings. different group of fingers. In fact, this was going to be one lesson where I was going to talk about the chromatic exercises, warm-up exercises, scalar, and ones using arpeggiate, but I think I'm actually going to divide that into 3 different lessons because that's a lot of material and the videos can get really long. So let's just stay with the chromatic exercises today. So that's for today, and all the tabs are down in the description. Like the video, please subscribe, and the next video with the scalar, it's coming up soon, and part 3 with arpeggios as well, arpeggiated ideas for warm-ups. So please stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching, and it's Maciek checking out, and I'll see you at the next video. Take care.